Oh, God, look at the lag. Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to the Tragic Fortress. As you can tell from this wonderful temperature overlay, um, yeah, this is built and working. And after I got it built and working, I realized I should have made these all out of steel and put this all in a hot box. But halfway through building this, I also realized I hadn't built one of the big sour gas boilers before. I'd mostly focused on the 2 kilo version or 4 kilo version. So we'll kind of go over what's going on. I converted these rockets over to hydrogen. They kept launching before the doors closed. So that's why I kept breaking doors. So I had to put in a filter gate so that they wouldn't launch until the door is fully cycled. We then have giant diamond temperature spikes. So every time they land, they heat this up, and then these doors control the temperature. If it gets too cold, this one turns it off. We then have the counterflow system. So as this gets cooler, it then sends colder natural gas through to pre-chill the sour gas. I went kind of brute force, so there's two supercoolant loops going through to try to keep up, because when this thing goes off, sometimes the pressure down here gets up to like a couple hundred kilos. I think I screwed up with my spacing. I think these need to be two apart, but I didn't want them to hit the diagonals. So anyway, lessons to be learned for next time. Because this is all made out of steel, there is no space metal being used, no niobium, no thermium on this map. I mean, I guess I have no niobium. I just didn't use it. The cooling loop for all of this runs through the sour gas to keep the steel pumps from overheating, which in turn is making all of these steam turbines run flat out. Power-wise, these are all just run into heavy watt power, which feeds back into the grid. So this whole system is now doing nothing. None of my rockets use petroleum. None of this sour gas is being used in these generators. I don't know why these guys are now tuning up the generators. These generators aren't being used. As you can tell by all these batteries just being full. Yeah, don't need any of that. Let's see, water-wise, we filled up the water tank. I turned off the water from the bottom of the base because it was overheating the base because it was all coming up at around 50. So now the cooling loop is starting to catch up again. When's my next rocket land? About 0.2 of a cycle. So we should see that here soon. See the temperature spike up, and then this will start running. I mean, it's still technically running. There's still 30 kilograms of sour gas to be condensed. And then these are just vacuum rooms that I used to vacuum all this out and then dump the water in. All this water gets filtered and then fills up the oil wells or overflows. And this still overflows. I got 3 oil wells tapped, but I think I've got this regulated down to 7.5 kilos. And because it's powered by rockets, it goes in batches. A rocket shows up, it produces more sour gas till the rocket cycles again. I'm sure I can do some stuff with insulation and other things in order to get more heat, kind of make a rocket silo to get more heat out of the rockets into this. I mean, that gets this whole freaking spike up to 1,000 degrees. And then this tile in here is to try to get some of that heat out of the steam before it evaporates. When is that one going to land? Oh, about now. Now we're just waiting for the temperature to get over to here to turn this other one on. Oh, there's that one. And now oil's coming in. I'm doing pretty much nothing efficiency-wise to heat the oil up before it comes through. Like there's no preheating of the oil. I'm just dumping it and the rockets are heating it. With a counterflow system, I definitely could have made a much more efficient system. Yeah, so now this pressure should be going up. This was like 50, and then as this flows around, it'll go up. And you can see the liquid methane evaporating, flowing down to here. If this ever gets enough pressure, it'll then, poof, go. Automation-wise, there is none. When these generators get natural gas, they run. Who keeps getting scalded? Oh, because you guys are sitting in oil. I'll get out of there. Who's that? Burton Nails? It's always Burton Nails. Alright. Bert. Oh, lots of dupes have been getting hurt. Alright. Everybody come get healed. Get back up to here. Yeah, see the spike is still at 900 degrees. Yeah, so it's converting 7.5 kilos a second. Pressure down here is going up again. And away you go. So, yeah, it works. Yet another sour gas boiler made with no thermium, no niobium. You can do it. It's just not easy. Oh no, I really liked the space. It was definitely an interesting challenge of having very little coal, no high temperature metal, a volcano close to the base that I could tap into early in order to get this petroleum. Star map wise, I think I've got, yeah, my research ships, I've almost got them all researched. This one's heading out here. It'll be another 50 cycles before it gets back. And then the other rockets go in here. So yeah, plenty of niobium and fullerene. I really liked having these two be this close with what I needed. Both of them having fullerene gave me a ton of supercoolant, which I've used everywhere. This is probably still running. Ooh, you're even kind of getting up in temperature. But now that I'm not sucking the water out of there, it'll probably catch up and I guess, yeah, those are now active and cooling it down. This whole bottom of the map being hot, there is no broken abyssite. Like this section was just super hot, but the abyssite goes all the way across. Just the way the game generated the map. So I think it's a fun send-off to this base and in an effort to just absolutely kill my dupes. I want to see what happens if I break these tiles. So deconstruct buildings. Out of 7. I want to see how much is in there. Because there are 21,000 kilograms per tile. And it is hot enough to scald everybody. And I mean, what's the fun of compressing all of that petroleum in if I don't get to break it? All right. Someone heading there? I mean, they got part of it. Oh, Bert's heading there now. And they're scalding. Oh, that's interesting. It didn't do a complete explosion. It's just kind of flowing out. Interesting. I wonder if it's being held back by the gas there. Okay, why are you running through that? Oh, they're picking up igneous rock. There must be some demand for it. What's that doing temperature-wise? Yep, that's all hot. That should be, yep, flooding the steam turbine. Oh, I was expecting more of a destruction than that. All right, let's break out these two. Wow, that was 20 kilograms, 20,000, yeah, 21,000 kilograms per tile. Oh, that's an interesting mechanic. It's pouring straight down. It hasn't overflowed to either side. All right, now it's going over to the other side. Oh, that's kind of disappointing. I was expecting it to explode much more than that. Still at 15,000 kilograms. Like, all right, let's speed it up. All right, now it's flowing across. That whole area is filled up. All right, now it's getting up into the bathroom. All right, now we're starting to get some good numbers. Look at this. Yeah, stuff's overheating. People are getting scalded. Now it's overflowing all the bathrooms. And it's still going. All right, everyone's being scalded. All right, let's put you all over here. Eventually this room will be full of petroleum. Mostly just to get them out of the way. It's still going. What are we at? Oh, no, I think that's about it. We're down to 700 kilograms. I was expecting more of an explosion than that. Still fun, though. Alright, what a mess. Well, I guess the volcano's still in that path. Anyway. Alright, next time I'm going to compress a lot more before I try to explode it. Is this overpressurized? Nah, it's all about 750. Cool. Well, much more fun with about every version of a sour gas condenser you can do. I mean, we started with steel thermoregulator and hydrogen, then converted it to supercoolant with heat counterflow, and then rocket powered. So yeah, you don't need thermium to make a sour gas system. It's just easier. Anyway, we'll call that one quick with a giant explosion of petroleum. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you have any suggestions as to machines or mechanics you'd like to see me do, definitely let me know in the comments. I'll have a look around the internet and decide what I want to do next. This one's been fun. Hopefully you guys give it a shot.